Traveler's Notes. In these videos, I go off the beaten path and explain some of the conclusions that I've come to on my own path. This week, I want to talk about a concept I call the illusion of separation. This realization completely changed how I view life. If you read books about near-death experience, or my favorite book, Life Between Lives by Michael Newton, you'll learn that in spirit we have a sort of hive mind. We can look at our companions and share thoughts, emotions, and even images. Upon entering the material realm, we forget that we are eternal divine souls having a temporary human experience. We are no longer aware of unity of mind. In fact, we think we are all alone. As a result, we feel incomplete, as though a part of us is missing. This is usually the driving factor for most people seeking a soulmate. Edgar Cayce was asked about soulmates a lot. My favorite response is that a soulmate is an ongoing connection with another individual that the soul picks up again in various times and places over lifetimes. We are attracted to another person at a soul level not because that person is our unique complement, but because being with that individual we are somehow provided motivation to become whole ourselves. A lot of people will marry someone because they are looking for their other half. Soon they find that they still don't feel complete. The same thing can happen if a person pursues and achieves a great career. For some reason, they still aren't satisfied. Some people feel that hole and lack of connection with drugs. Others try to fill it with being addicted to sports. There are 1,000 ways people try to fill that sense of incompletion. Wholeness, then, is one of the goals of the path of the seeker. Along the way, you may ask the question, what is wholeness? We will learn later that Abraham Maslow says that a self-actualized person has achieved wholeness. There is a little trap I got stuck in. I thought that by building up a personality, a particular character I wanted to play in life, I would obtain wholeness, but I found that didn't work. In fact, every time I had that character defined and worked out, a dark night of the soul came along and tore that personality down. I lost whatever I had built that personality on, whether it was a relationship or a job. I talked about the dark night of the soul in a previous video, so I'll leave a link to that in the description below. What I found is that I only experienced wholeness when I completely understood and accepted oneness. Oneness is a bit hard to explain, so I'll just say that there's a reason why believing in a higher power is a very important part of the healing promoted by 12-step programs. If you're wondering why we choose to experience the illusion of separation, it is very simple. John Van Auken sums it up best in his book, Edgar Cayce on the Revelation. In order to be true companions to God, they, meaning our souls, had to freely know themselves to be themselves and yet choose to be one with God. All of it comes down to choosing to experience free will, believing that we have a will that exists outside of the one creators. While in the state of unity of mind in spirit, we had no choice to disobey the one creator. We were just as one mind. So the importance of the illusion of separation is that we can choose to disobey or obey the one creator. We can freely choose to combine our will with the one creator's. This is what makes us companions to the one creator as opposed to just an extension of its own mind. By choosing to experience the illusion of separation, we greatly accelerate our experience to know ourselves as individuals. Yet for souls that are normally connected in unity of mind, this can be very painful. Sometimes we can become lost in the game and become stuck in what the Hindus call samsara. Samsara is a continuous cycle of death and rebirth. We keep coming back for the food, for the experience, trying to balance out karma. There are a lot of reasons to come back when you think about it. But we forget the true purpose was to know ourselves to be ourselves and yet choose to be one with God. When we hit the point where we realize the greater purpose of life, when we realize oneness, we enter what John Van Auken calls grace. We stop earning karma and end up becoming a teacher to wake up others. For me, the concept of the illusion of separation is important because it explains why we have this deep hole, this sense of being incomplete. Once you know that that's only because it's a natural part of feeling separate from the rest of creation, which we're normally connected to, everything else just kind of falls into place. I just wanted to share this concept with you today because for me it was kind of a groundbreaking realization. I've never heard anyone else talk about it quite the same way, and I hope that this helps you and provides a lot of food for thought and meditation. If you liked this video, please share it with your friends and subscribe.